Hey, welcome to our podcast. I'm Rowan, and this is Daniel.
And today we're going to be ranking and explaining some of our favorite speedsters in anime.
I'll start us off with what I find to be the slowest out of the few, um, which is going to be Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom. He he's
Mm.
obviously very fast compared to anything else in their world and in the human world or whatever, because he's an alien. He didn't come from the planet, like he didn't come from Earth. He's not like a normal being, which allows him to go up to Mach 20, which actually surprisingly is the lowest of the low compared to what we're going to be ranking later on. Um, yeah, he can do it almost instantly though. That kind of changes things up a little bit. Um, he's also got like crazy reflexes along with the speed too, so it kind of adds on to his whole like act he has going on. Because you've seen the show, right? Have you seen the show?
I haven't. I've not watched Assassination Class.
I haven't watched the whole thing. I've watched like half of the first season, and all he uses his speed for is getting snacks. Not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. He flies, or not? Yeah, I guess he does fly. He goes zooming all the way to Japan to get like some little like chibi snacks or whatever, and then comes back to the classroom to try and teach.
That's so real though.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can like fly around the world in like a few
I'm not saying
seconds,
it's a bad
then
use of your speed, but I mean, hey, if you're blowing up the world already anyway, gotta have some fun with it. Um,
yeah. All right. So my personal favorite person on this list is Minato from Naruto,
mhm.
and he's the fourth Hokage, and he's said to be one of the strongest because of how fast he is. Um,
Mm,
and during I believe it was the Second Great Shinobi World War, he was able to outspeed the Fourth Raikage in his Lightning Cloak. And for those of you who don't know, the Lightning Cloak basically just enhances your speed and your strength by like, I think it's 50 times or something like that.
jeez.
And it's also said that he can use the body flicker technique, which is pretty simple. It's just where he moves so fast that he leaves after images uh, where he is. And to use the body flicker technique, you have to be able to go ready 669,600,000 miles per hour. For
That's
reference, the speed of light is 607,616,629 miles per hour.
so that's like barely faster than the speed of light, right?
Hmm.
Jeez.
And then, since Minato sealed half of Kurama into himself, then he has access to KCM2,
And Kurama's
which,
like the big nine tail thing, right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
the strongest of
Yeah.
the nine-tailed
Yeah.
beast.
Okay. Yeah. I've never watched Naruto, so.
And so the Kurama Chakra Mode cloak gives him a 400x increase in speed,
Mm.
which bumps his speed up to 267,840,000,000 miles per hour, which is about four 440 times the speed of light.
Yeah, that's already much much faster than Mach 20 for Koro Sensei.
Yeah, that's,
So we can
um,
already go ahead and rank those. Unless you have more. Do you have
yeah, we
more?
can we can bump him up there. I have a little more.
Okay.
And then if we include his jutsu that was created by the second Hokage, Tobirama, if we include that, Flying Raijin gives him the ability to teleport instantaneously anywhere where he has placed a marker. So if there's a marker there, like he can leave a marker at his house, and then he can leave one at his office, and then he can just do the jutsu and teleport there instantly. So no
Mm,
matter how fast you are, he will always be faster as long as he has a marker there.
hmm. Interesting. Okay, so we can go ahead and get those few ranked. Um, based off of what you said, I think we should put Minato in like what are we thinking? Two, three?
I think two right now.
I
I think
think
two is
two's
fair.
fair. because we still have some faster ones on the list. We can always
Oh yeah,
change it
for sure.
around too. And I'm thinking we put Koro in the fifth here,
No,
because
for sure at the bottom.
Mach 20's honestly nothing compared to everyone else on this list.
Oh
Um,
no, not even close.
yeah, no. Um, let's move on to. I'll do mine next. Let's go with. Okay, let's do the one that's my personal favorite out of all of the animes I watched, which may only be a few, but Shinra Kusakabe is honestly one of my favorite characters I've ever watched.
Oh yeah,
Not
for
even
sure.
like the writing is incredible. It's not like like it's a good anime, don't get me wrong, but it's like not that great. But the way they have Shinra, fight things is just so appealing to me. It's like my kind of
Yeah,
I don't know. I've always been into fire and stuff, so watching him and that entire anime actually having him move at the speeds he does is just really fun to watch.
yeah. I
Um,
think it's cool the whole like fight fire with fire
mhm.
concept.
Yeah, not only is he stupid fast, but he's like already faster than Koro Sensei on base, only at like age 17. And
Yeah, that's
Koro
crazy.
Sensei's like I don't know how old he is, but he's an alien, so he's got to be somewhat old.
Yeah,
Um,
probably a couple hundred years old if I had
bro,
to guess.
yeah, no, and not to mention with the Adola burst too.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
absolutely.
from what I tried to research, I couldn't actually find an exact speed for Shinra. I just know that just know he can move so fast that like not even teleporting. He's not even teleporting, but he moves so fast that he dematerializes his own body and goes back in time in order to make a hit on an enemy if he has to. And along
Oh,
with
so he
that,
like transports his own body back in time by
right, not on purpose
like
though. He didn't know he even
disintegrating
had that on
himself.
speed. Right. And he can go even fast. Okay, there was this one time he was fighting a demon, um,
Hmm.
like an infernal demon, and when he was fighting it, he was only granted about I think it was a second by the like Queen of Adola, I think it was,
Oh yeah.
and
Hmm.
the Adola for that is just like their underworld, and Shinra was blessed by that underworld queen or whatever for like the 1 second she could give him, and he went so fast that he killed that demon in one punch, which is insane because it took other characters in the show like Benimaru. It costed him almost his partner's life and his entire town in order to destroy one demon. So the fact that
Yeah,
Shinra could do it in one hit is ridiculous. And
and I think
that's not even including his god form he has, the Shinra Banshoman.
oh yeah, that's
I
true.
haven't read the manga or anything on him.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think that's made it into the anime yet, has it?
yeah, no, not yet. Not at least. Maybe we'll see in season 3, but I don't know. Um, he, but with Shinra Banshoman, he's literally a spatial being. He's like a god, so he has interdimensional levels of speed.
Oh yeah, for
He's
sure.
so he's up there. He's up there.
So that's interesting. I wonder if he can counter flying Raijin because the way that it works is he basically so Minato using flying Raijin, it transports him into the space between dimensions and then transports him to the marker. So in that way that he doesn't so that way it's instant because there's no time that can be passed in between
I bet
the
you
space between dimensions.
I know who could probably counter that like the Flying Raijin would probably be Shinra's brother Sho, because the way his ability
Oh,
works is he's so powerful he takes the universe
hmm,
and he uses the heat to expand it to his will, which can freeze time and allow him to like kind of manipulate it in his own way. So it makes it look like he's teleporting when really he's moving at his own pace during like our time. Like we won't see him, but whenever he pops back up, it'll look like he's teleporting because of how that works. Like
so
he
he's like
just heats it to
slowing the
expand it,
expansion of the
and then he
universe.
yeah. He heats it to expand it, and then it cools instantly. And as it's cooling, he has time to move. Like okay, the fight with Shinra and Sho. Whenever they were fighting, Shinra, that's when he found out that he could go back in time to fight. Was
Hmm.
because of you know fighting Sho, he figured out how his ability worked.
Yeah, because he stole grace from Sho through the Adola link.
Exactly, which they both have. So that's kind of.
Right, because they both have Adola bursts.
I personally think Shinra might outrank Minato, but I
I
don't know because I don't think Shinra is. I don't think he's in the middle, but I don't think he's lower class either. I think he's definitely upper class.
yeah, I think so. I think he's 3 if we include Flying Raijin. I think if we take that away from Minato, then I think he's 2, and we bump Minato down to 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I
we
think
put
that's
Shinra
better.
in 2 and we put Minato in
Yeah, I
3
think so.
because if we're okay, we aren't really including the god form of Shinra, but base form is already faster than light, like
Yeah,
by a lot. I don't know if it's faster than Minato by any means, but
yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
Minato is massively faster than Light
yeah,
in KCM 2.
I feel like Shinra's cutting it close though. I don't think it's like
I think for sure because the only reason Minato can go that much faster than Light is because of KCM 2, which it increases his durability as well. So he doesn't have to disintegrate himself
right.
to go faster than Light.
Mhm.
So I think that's interesting because while Shinra is moving faster than Light, Minato can't hit him.
Mhm.
He can only hit him when he stops moving.
Right.
So I think that's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we have those ranked now. So who's next on your list?
All right, so mine, which I think is for sure going to be number 1,
Mhm.
I have Saitama.
Yeah, I don't even think that's an argument. I think
Yeah, so
yeah, hit your points.
he has not shown his full potential for speed yet,
Mhm.
but is estimated to be pretty much infinite, seeing as he's broken his limiter. So in a fight, he can speed up his base movement speed to adjust to whoever he's fighting.
Yeah, which kind
So
of
I
makes him
mean,
unbeatable.
yeah, he's pretty much unbeatable. So he's for sure number 1.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair pick, I'd say. Not only that though, doesn't he also like literally for warm-ups jump to the moon and back?
Oh yeah, he jumps to the moon and back in like half a second.
Yeah. Um.
So
So not
that's
only
already faster than
that's
light,
like
I
on
think.
base too. That's not even like obviously he's over limited, but like he doesn't have a reason to, you know, kind of adapt to any enemy. He just does that for fun. So
Yeah,
I'd say he's number one for sure.
yeah. And
Um,
doesn't he almost stop the Earth's rotation by
I
going too
think
fast in the opposite
I
direction?
think that and a punch because of how
Yeah,
strong his punches are sometimes.
yeah. No, he hit the alien guy,
Yeah,
and he went so fast that it almost stopped the Earth's
right.
rotation.
So this we got one more character, and I
Okay.
went with Alucard from Helsing, which is basically just Dracula. He's also known as, or Vlad the Impaler. So
Oh yeah.
it's based off of like obviously it's a vampire anime, but it's just based off of like older times and like when people believed vampires and stuff and even worked together with them. Um,
Okay, I think that's cool. I think
he's
it's
kind of
cool.
like a modern reimplication of vampires. Um, but he's also a demon, so like it's kind of confusing. He's a whole confusing guy. Um, he's also a shapeshifter. I thought that was interesting. He's not really like he can be anyone he wants. So that's kind of wild. But in terms of
Oh,
speed,
that's
he's kind of like Minato in a way. He he doesn't really have speed necessarily. It's more of like a really fast teleportation. Um, and on top of that, he's had 500 years or more of combat experience. Like
oh yeah.
he's been teleporting and using his abilities to his highest extent for hundreds of years now. So he's taken note of a lot of things and like he knows how to fight pretty much, how to use his ability.
Yeah, it's interesting. Minato, he dies when he's 22, I believe,
Jeez.
and then he's brought back through Edo Tensei
Mm.
during the Fourth Great Shinobi World War. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah, considering I haven't watched Naruto, you're speaking a foreign language to me.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, Alucard, I want to say is a like your everyday kind of vampire, but he kind of also isn't, just because he's kind of unbeatable, considering he's immortal effectively. Because
oh
he
yeah,
at one point, I think it was in the manga. At one point, the way he stays alive is by consuming, the people he's killed souls, and at one point he had millions. And at least in the anime, he has like 100 something thousand. So,
that is.
on top of all of his speed and stuff, he and his like teleportation, he can do a thing. He can kind of do like his own domain expansion. Uh,
Oh, that's
I don't remember what it was called. I believe. Hold on. What was that called? Okay, I don't remember the name of the ability, but it has something to do with like putting people in like a pentagram room, and it like just instills fear. It's more of like a hallucination thing. It makes them think they're trapped in a room with him, and it's like a fear tactic
oh
for them.
yeah, that's
Um,
interesting. I think
yeah,
that sounds awesome.
yeah, illusion creation. That's just yeah, that's
Illusion creation.
yeah. Oh, he also has a third eye. I forgot about that. So that just means he can see demons and stuff. Um,
That's cool. Is it like a physical third eye, or how
no,
does that
no.
work?
Um, it's not a physical third eye. It's more of just like an enhanced way of seeing things, I believe. Um, even though we don't even really
Okay,
see
so
his
it's like
eyes
a
in the anime because he's always wearing his orange glasses.
yeah.
Um, I think the name of the ability actually is darkness manipulation. I'm pretty
Um,
sure that's what it is. Um, but yeah, he can. Oh yeah, he can also. He's kind of like Jinwoo in a way too. Um, which he's another really fast guy, but I don't think he's fast enough to make the list. Um,
yeah.
but he can summon up to 100,000 absorbed souls to create an army. Kind of how
Oh,
Jinwoo
like
can
the
do.
Shadow Army.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can do the whole Arise thing and get him on there. Um,
dude. Have you seen the thing where he's like the voice actor is doing different words for a
yeah,
ride?
that's really funny.
It's hilarious.
Um,
So I think that probably do we have a defined speed for him? I mean, he's fast,
not
but not
really.
fast.
There wasn't really ever a. I couldn't find an exact speed, kind of like Shinra, but probably because he's not that fast. I mean, he's fast, but like I said, I think it's like Minato. He's fast to an extent because he can teleport.
Oh yeah, so I'd say probably 4.
Yeah, we've only got one slot left. It's got to be four, unless we want to replace him
I
because
think 4. Because if he doesn't teleport instantly, then I think he's probably
yeah,
faster
it's
than
kind of
Koro
like
Sensei.
kind of think of it once again like Jinwoo's ability, where he can like a shadow swap, or shadow step or
Hmm.
whatever. It takes a second, and then he turns into like kind of dust, and then reforms. Um, but
So
yeah,
I think like he's faster for like longer distances. But if it's just like a 100-meter, then I think Koro Sensei's faster. But I think if it's like
yeah. Well,
race
the thing
from
with
America to China, then like
yeah, the
he's
thing
probably
with
faster.
the Hellsing anime is the way that it's based and like takes place and stuff. Is it's in a war format. It's not necessarily in a fight whoever you can. It's more of a fight to protect this girl in order to
Oh,
keep your life. Pretty much is how it works. Because he's under the
okay.
command of a human commander for like this big European government. Um, Alucard is. I should clarify. Alucard is under the control of a human.
Yeah.
Willingly though, if he wanted to, he could overtake the entire world. but he
Yeah,
chooses
I mean,
not
it
to
sounds
because
like
that's
he's
not how their universe works. He's like a willing vampire kind of thing.
not able to be forced to do anything really.
Right. I remember in the anime there was a few episodes where he would get into the girl's head and use them to like communicate. Like it's weird. It's like he has a way of mind reading, but they
That's
can communicate. Like what he
so
did,
it
he got into the
sounds
girl's
similar to
head,
an adult Link.
kinda, yeah, in a way, I guess. But he kinda just talked to her, and then she talked back physically, and they had like a conversation, and he was like miles, hundreds of miles away.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I don't really. He's strong nonetheless, but just a few
Oh,
of
for
the
sure.
distance things and like his teleportation and stuff on how that works is really just interesting.
So I think 4 is a good spot for him.
Yeah, I don't think he's above anyone else really. I think this is a fair list. Um,
Yeah, I think this is a solid list.
yeah, I think we'll be good till the next one.
Yeah.
So
All right.
whenever that
Well,
comes around,
thanks for watching, everybody.
yeah, we will see y'all next time.